Audio Jungle.
Hi everybody. Well, I'm Precious and you're welcome back to my channel Beyond the Blows, where we talk about everything affecting our present reality. And today I have with me Mr. Bankole Banjo, who is going to be talking about his new book, which of course I would really love everybody to go and buy because it's amazing. It's an amazing book. So just before I invite him to the mic, I would like to just give a short autobiography on who Mr. Bankole is. Okay. Using the principles he teaches, Bankole has been able to coach hundreds of individuals on personal development, entrepreneurship, relationship, and career choice. He's equipped with international standard coaching skills on accelerated learning, power of the mind, marketing, business, counseling, and hypnotherapy. With over 12 years working experience and currently an executive director in a multi-million naira company, he has been able to use his experience, skills, and knowledge to bring clarity into so many lives. His vision is to train 5 million people on personal development, healthier relationships, and career. He's known for the exciting and powerful method he deploys during his coaching classes for a quicker and better understanding of the lesson. He would stop at nothing to achieve his vision and leave everybody he comes in contact with a better human. Wow, that's an amazing biography. So please tell us more on Mr. Bankole Banjo.
All right, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you to have me here. All right, so a brief, you've said it on, that's my profile. And then it's my joy always, whenever I speak with anyone, because I understand I've learned a lot from life. I've learned a lot from other people as well. And I also understand that a lot of things happen to people in life. A lot of things happen that they don't know how and why these things are happening to them. And it's painful to see people go through such challenges in life and pain. So it's always my joy, whoever I meet, I try as much as possible, do my best to make certain that whoever I meet is always happy, get clarity in whatever they want to do in life. It's always my joy. Whenever I speak to people, whenever I try to coach people, give people clarity. Now, I started my whole career as a banker back in 2008. And then a year and 9 months later, we were forced to resign because they were doing a restructuring in the banking system, banking industry then. So 12 years after that, I've been able to acquire first-hand experience in hospitality, catering, property, events, production, clothing, trading, cleaning service, and restaurant operations. So over those 12 years, I've also learned a lot. We've made a lot of mistakes, and also I teach people as well from these mistakes that we have made to make certain that whoever that I come with or that I come across, try as much as possible not to make such mistakes that we made. It's always my joy to always want to share whatever knowledge that I have with every single person that I meet. So I am just me. I'm just me, just trying to make people around me happy. So basically, that's what I do.
And I would say the world, because I believe you're going to do even more amazing things. The world is grateful to have a person like you. Now, I would like to introduce your book, which is How I See It by Bankole Banjo. All right. So there's a saying that says you can never be done reading a good book. Okay. So coming across this book, I would say, I know you were like, are you done reading it? No, I'm not done. Because it's amazing. And there's so much that I learned from it, and I sometimes I find myself, okay, I could be like chapter 26, and I find myself going back to chapter 10, okay, because I can relate to it again, and you just can't get done because there's so much wisdom in this book right here, and I would really encourage so many people to get it. But before so I don't say too much. I have some questions, okay, on some chapters. You can see I've been reading. I actually bookmarked. Okay. So in chapter 16, okay, you said if you seek to know the future, then you should be ready to perpetually live in fear. And it reads, the weak mind will always want to know what will happen next. He is never confident of his capabilities. The future belongs to the creator. And therefore, if you try to know the future for fear of failing, then you will continue to be afraid for always wanting to know. Can you briefly help us understand what you mean in this chapter?
Okay. First of all,
Okay.
let me give you a brief history how I got to put that book together. Now, in 2016, I started writing quotes on my Instagram page. Just share my thoughts every single day with people, whoever cares to listen. So I share my thoughts. And then after 3 years, someone said to me, why don't you just put all of these things together and probably make an ebook?
Okay.
Then I selected some of them that I think had a lot of thoughts were put into it, and then put it together, and then did a little bit of expansion on those ones, and then put it in the book before I started printing and then send it out. Mm-hmm. Now, in that aspect, there are people, let me explain something to you. There's something called the process of manifestation, which is how things happen to any human being in this life. Mm-hmm. Your thoughts will create the way you feel, and that leads to the action you take, and eventually produces the result that you get. Mm-hmm. Now, in our present day country, there is a certain belief from some people that they can consult some people to want to see what's going to happen to them next. Some people are that spiritual. They just want to know. They want to know what life has for them. They want to know what life has for them. They want to know what life has for them. But it is more interesting when you face the day as it comes. The challenges is what make the life more interesting. Now, people also challenge themselves by trying to compete with other people. Now, all of these things that I'm telling you are from my own experience, right? It doesn't make it right and it doesn't make it wrong. It doesn't make it true and it doesn't make it false. It just makes it my experience. But then again, the information I'm sharing changed my own life. That's why I believe that if anybody reads and learns from it, I believe it will change theirs too. So that information in that part of that book is something that happened, but I got to see while I was growing up. And I also get to see around us when people visit, they visit spiritualists, they visit whoever they visit, they want to know what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen. Will this person be this? Will this person be this? Will this person be this? Will I be able to do this? Will I be able to do this? Why exactly do you want to know? The only person that has the authority, has the power to know and share any of these things is your creator. Now, why don't you speak to your own creator and let him guide you as to what to do? Each time you try to know what is going to happen, then your life changes. You might not understand this, but that's how it works. You want to know something that has not happened yet. When you get there, it changes again. When you get there, it changes again. And then you continue to go in circles, and you never be satisfied. But when things happen and then you just accept it as it is, because every single thing that happens to any human being in this life, it is what you make out of it that matters. Whether it comes good or it comes bad, it is what you as an individual make out of it. that matters to you. So that is what I put together in that chapter.
Wonderful.
I don't know if I'm able to explain that well.
Yes, you did. I like the more you spoke, I'm like, okay, time is running, but you're making a lot of sense. It's like you're just making so much sense. And I really appreciate that. And I hope the viewers actually learn from that. Another place of note that I would like you to talk about is chapter 20. You said you are not a failure until you start blaming someone for your misfortunes. Whatever you do in life is solely dependent on the decisions we make. Either they are bad or good. It is nobody's fault. It is possible for us to make amends when we make mistakes, but we become our own mental slave the moment we blame for someone else for our misfortunes. Now, what I want to understand about this chapter is, are you trying to say that even when it is obvious that people are responsible for our misfortunes, that we should take all the blame? That we shouldn't actually say, okay, you're responsible for this? Are you saying now that whether or not anybody's responsible for our misfortunes, we should always take the blame? Because is that right? If that's what you're saying.
Let me tell you something, yeah.
Okay.
Nobody is responsible for your happiness or any challenge or any problem that you go through. We are responsible for our whole life. Whatever happens to us, good or bad, we are responsible for it. And I'll tell you why. I explained earlier what you call the process of manifestation, where your thoughts will lead to the way you feel. That leads to the action you take and eventually produce the result that you get, right?
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. Let's say, I don't know if this has happened to you before. Probably you're driving and then you get to the traffic light and then some youngster just jump in front of the car trying to wipe the screen. Has that happened to you before?
Yes. So many times, actually.
And then what do you do?
Well, sometimes if I'm not really interested in them cleaning, or if the person who is driving is not interested, they shoo them away. But if they are interested, they will actually tell them to carry on, and then they give them some money after they're done.
Now, for most people that I have seen, and I also have done it before, up until when I got the understanding, yeah, when they see them, they tend to react. Yeah, no, stop. And then they start to get upset. True. Now, they can either react to that situation or respond to it. Now, if you understand the perspective of that person, which is what is he trying to do? He's trying to hustle. He's trying to sell or market his own service that he can help you wipe this thing in like how many seconds, whether it is dirty or not dirty. He's just trying to sell himself. So if you understand that this person is just marketing himself, then you rather just respond. It's either you have something to give to the guy, or you just keep calm. Let him do whatever he wants to do, or just tell him calmly, no, don't bother. And then you move on. By that, you still keep your sanity, right? You're still going to be happy. You're still going to be feeling cool. But he can also react and say, and then you get hungry. And then you start triggering thoughts in your head that are not necessary.
Yeah.
And it affects the way you feel.
Yes, very true. Okay. Well, thank you. So the last place that I'm going to talk about, okay, and I would very briefly for you to expatiate on it. The more you try, the more you get. It's chapter 46. The more you try, the more you get. Okay. Sometimes we try to make a call and it doesn't connect, and we keep trying until we get through. We kept on trying because we want to achieve the goal of communicating with that person. We should learn from this and apply same to our challenges in life. In the end, we will win. Now, what I want to ask about this chapter is, are you saying that because there's a proverb, okay, in the Igbo tradition that goes, if you try and it's not working, okay, you should try somewhere else. Now, with this chapter, are you trying to say even if you see that it's not working, you should keep trying? Is that what you're trying to say? Or do you do okay?
Let's go back to what you said. You said if you try and it's not working, you try somewhere else. True or true?
Yes.
Now, the goal is not about trying.
Okay.
The goal is what you want to achieve. What you want to achieve might not be in point A.
True.
Do you get? It might be in point B.
True.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Your words. You didn't say that if you try and try and try here,
Okay.
and then just get stuck there. If it doesn't work, just stick there. No. If you try here, if it's not working, you continue to try, because what you want to achieve is what is the most important thing. Let me give another example real quick. Let's assume that you're going home, right? And then you're on the road, and then the road is blocked, right?
Okay. Yes.
The goal is to get home.
Yes.
If that road is blocked, you take an alternative route.
Yes.
Because the goal is to get home. So regardless of the challenge you meet or the challenge you face along the line, your goal is to what? Conquer and get to the result that you want. That is why we keep trying. Try another option, try this until you get it. Focus on the goal and then you get the results.
So basically the message of that chapter is never stop trying. Whatever process you're going through or whatever methods you have to go through to actualize your goal, never stop trying.
Never stop.
Okay, this has been great. I've learned a lot and I'm still learning a lot. And I will use this medium to ask every person, okay, to go get this book. How I see it, it's amazing. That's the only word I'm going to use. It talks about life experiences. It's motivational, okay? It will help to expand your mind and just teach you a whole lot of stuff that you're confused about that are happening in our reality. So if you haven't gotten this book, then please go get this book. I will be dropping his email and his handle, his Twitter and Instagram handle. So every person who is interested in the book can get in contact with him, or if you're interested in the book and you cannot get in contact with him, then you can contact me and I'm going to have him send the book over to you. So what's the price of the book, sir? So everybody knows how much they're going to get the book.
Talking of 2,000.
Okay.
Yeah, for the hard copy though.
All right.
But if you want an e-copy, I have it on my website. And that one is just going for 600 naira for the e-copy, which is on my website.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so you all heard that. The ebook is 600 and the hard copy is 2,000. That's not too expensive for a whole lot of knowledge. It's like, I think it's ended at chapter 70. So you are getting your money's worth. Do not just run on and go buy it. How I see it, Bankole Banjo. Thank you for
so much.
thank you for joining us. And to the viewers who are going to watch this, I know you will gain a lot, so just watch to the end. All right. Oh, of course, it's Beyond the Blows. Please do subscribe, do like, and share this video. And of course, buy this book. Whatever you do, buy this book. Thank you for all right. Yeah, sure. All right. Bye.